Well, good afternoon everyone again. We're up at the top of the hill here now at Oakwood Mill with Giles. We're about, what, 750 feet up here, Giles, are we?
90 feet.
790 feet up. And a beautiful view down into Selkirk there in the distance. And Giles's farm goes down through the valley here. So Giles going to give us a bit of background to his organic system here, cattle system, and how it fits in with his grazing. So over to you, Giles.
Yes, thanks, Pat. Well, we're running 75 cows and heifers went to the bull this summer, and these will then calve from 1st of April onwards. Our cows go to a piece of hill for the winter. They don't. Basically, that's my silage pit. You know, it grows all summer, and we eat it through the winter with the cows, and they get very little supplementation unless we get a lot of snow, and then we have to take them some extra forage. And then they come down from there. 1st of April they calve in the paddocks, and they just go straight away. They go onto rotation, and they'll into sort of lots of 20 or 25, and we don't shed anything off as it calves. They just stay in their lot, and they're just moved on 2-day, 3-day shifts as the grass comes forward. So they're kept like that right through the summer in paddocks on rotation, but we do allow the calves do start and duck underneath the wire and go in search of the best bit in the field, so like forward creep grazing, but we don't worry about that. The calves are getting the freshest and best bite before their mothers come along, so that drives them forward, as it were. And then spain them across a wire just in October, and the cows will be PD'd and go back to the hill. The calves will clear up any grass that we have still available, and then they go on to kale or red start. They go on to red start with arable silage, just strip graze red start, and they just get a bale or a couple of bales a day of the arable silage, and then through their second summer, the heifers will either go to the bull, because we're calving at 2 years old. We'll either go to the bull, or we'll sell any excess heifers, and the steers just are pushed forward on the best of grass we have. And so these ones that we have standing here, calves just coming at 18 months of age now, and we'll be moving these at the end of the month, hopefully, to Dovecote Park. That's and that's how we try and work our system. So these, we draw off. So maybe at the end of July, start of August, we draw off the best of our steer calves, maybe the top 30%, and we push them on a wee bit to get them away, and then the rest of our steer calves are taken through a second winter on either standing hay or some sort of forage, bale grazing anyway, and then they'll finish off the grass as soon as we can in May and June.
These cattle, Giles, are looking great for this time of year. But obviously they've got a good finish on them. You're giving them just a little touch of organic barley here, just to keep them, just to try to get them away in good time. But they do look really well. And the amazing thing, is to realise that Giles, his inputs into these have been, he has bought obviously some grass seed and some forage seed, but and put lime on the ground. But apart from that, there's very little bought-in input. So this is really working with what he's got there, with the soil, you've got on the farm, and very little bought-in inputs. A very efficient system.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, Pat. We've got to have these low inputs because if we didn't have the low inputs, then our costs would overtake any kind of profit that we're trying to make at the end of the day, and that's not where we want to be. I want these cattle working for me, not me working for them.
Great. And this obviously here, Giles, we're up at the top. We spoke earlier about our plantain and chicory. This is where we've got these smaller plots here with these different varieties. So it's a really good test up here at 800 feet up. We'll see how these varieties cope with these harsher conditions. There's obviously not the depth of soil up here. It's quite a tough bit of country up here. But these reseeds have come away really well, Giles. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, there's the odd dock and thistle in here, but the thing that really strikes me as coming in is how the beetles and that are eating the docks, and they've not become dominant at all.
No. I would love to, I think, try and encourage these beetles as much as we can, because this year especially they have really decimated the docks altogether, and it might be an opportunity for the future. Try and breed some beetles.
Thanks very much, Giles. It's just it's great to be able to come up here and see. People talk about sustainable low-cost systems. Well, to me, this is an absolute brilliant example, of how you can work with your environment to produce really, really top quality beef that's got a great demand for it. So well done you.
Thank you very much.